So I came up with another option. And I lived a lot of my life this way. I put a mask on that I could flip down and flip up. And that was the easy part. Because anytime anybody ever asked me a question, I can put on this front. I know exactly what I'm doing. Somebody comes up and says, "So, Stephen, how's your relationship with God?" I pull down the mask. And I say, "Oh, me and God, we're good. All right, I'm reading my Bible. I'm praying. I'm doing all those things that I need to do." Because I had the answers. I knew what the answer to just alleviate all of the tension that was created there. And then when they left, I didn't have to wear the mask anymore because I wasn't talking about truth. And over again, I would pull this thing down and I would answer those questions because I didn't think anybody would actually accept me for who I really was. Could these people really accept me if they knew that I was an adulterer, that I'd slept around on my wife? Could these people really accept me if they knew that I owned a nightclub? Could these people really accept me with all of the junk that was in my life? And it took the longest time before I actually pulled off the mask and I let it go. In 2 Corinthians, and I love this, in 2 Corinthians 3:17, it says, "Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom." And we, he's talking about us, and listen to this, "who with unveiled faces all reflect the Lord's glory, are being transformed into his likeness with ever-increasing glory, which comes from the Lord." And I realized what that says. There's freedom. That's what I wanted all my entire life. I wanted to be free to be me. You see, I bought the bill of goods that the world told me. Do this and you'll get joy and happiness. All right, buy this, it'll make you happy. All of those things that I bought into the world's concept, because I had this need inside of me, down deep inside. If honest and admit it to you, I was constantly trying to fill a hole that was in my life. And yeah, it would give me, what I would buy or what I would do would give me joy for a little while. But quickly, like every relationship in my life, it becomes old. And ultimately, there is no joy. And there is nothing for us. And what I was amazed about was in John. John 12:14. And this is Jesus speaking. And listen to what he says. "I tell you the truth. Anyone who has faith in me will do what I am doing." And listen even further. "He will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father." And I don't understand that, guys. I don't understand it at all. But this thing I do know, Jesus was speaking to me as his child and saying, you see these things, you see these miracles, you see all the things that I'm doing? You will do these things and greater things. But what it requires is not putting on the mask. It's actually taking off the mask. Can you come to a place where you can actually be free? Can you come to a place where you're sitting with a group of men, many of which you don't know? And can you say, I'm tired of living the lie. I'm tired of hiding behind all of the stuff that I've been hiding behind all these years. Can you come to that place where we as men are transformed by the unveiling of our faces, by the pulling off of the mask? Then we will do greater things than these. So, let me tell you what's acceptable today. What's acceptable if there's adultery, if you're living with someone, if you're struggling with pornography, if you've stolen something and you still haven't dealt with that. If you're coming into this place and saying, I've got a relationship with God, but I just don't know what that really looks like in real life. If you come to that place, that's acceptable. What isn't is if you stand here with a mask and you're lying. Because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. You may be in that place today where you've said, I prayed a prayer a long time ago. I did the same. But if I honestly look at myself, there's no fruit. I don't desire God at all. I'm just going through the motions. That's okay too. So as we go through the discussions today, would you give it a chance? Would you take a risk? Because you know what? There's a chance that you'll never see any of these guys at your table again. What would the risk be if you actually told them what was really going on down deep inside? What was really aching in your heart? What would that look like? Are we going to sit back in fear and never reach the potential of what Jesus Christ died for us in the first place? So today, the questions. We'll start off, and we've got a simple question for you to go around the tables. Briefly tell us something about you that most people don't know. Second question, which goes deeper. Describe an area or relationship in your life where you find yourself wearing a mask or pretending to be someone that you are not. And then the follow-up to that question, are you in environments where you can be transparent about where you really are and who you are in God? Specifically, what does that look like? Take the time and pray for each other. Okay? Really move into this. Take the chance, take the risk that you may never see these guys again. What would it look like if you just really, okay, God, here I am. This is my junk. This is my stuff. I want freedom. I'm tired of living the way I've been living. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.